Welcome to Jacksonville, Alabama, a hidden gem a few miles from the border of Georgia and home to the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State, where these fans are fired up for this showdown about to play out on Burgess Snow Field. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 20 team in the country, the Eastern Michigan Eagles, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Jacksonville State Gamecocks offense will get the first crack at it here. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
They ran it on first down, now on second. Give to the fullback. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Looking to throw at Shaw. Coming after it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So Eastern Michigan's offense has the ball for the first time. And David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this battle.
There have been entire defenses that haven't been able to slow this running back down. This linebacker, though, he's got the athleticism to do it himself.
He's got an open man. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Eastern Michigan going fast. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Dobbs. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end, can catch the football and make big plays.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Eagles will snap it on first and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason.
Touchdown, Eastern Michigan! And they break the seal on the scoring.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get close.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Ball in the air, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Bulldozes his way through. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Eastern Michigan going fast.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Dobbs. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And the Eagles have it with a 1st and goal. Working that left side now. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Caught in the backfield, it's Dobbs. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Now improvising. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
To throw, it's off. Looking deep down the right side. And he holds it in at the 25. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage to get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Michigan State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. Sparty has picked itself up off the canvas before, and this group is capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisville. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the back. Trucks through the defender. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Eastern Michigan going fast. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Harper. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Dobbs. And the catch was one thing and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Looking to move it through the air. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Shaw. Get it out on the screen. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Trying to get to it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Catch in the middle, it's Harper. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Would have just been a 47-yard field goal attempt from here, but they are thinking touchdowns and trying to move the chains here on 4th. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts them.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
To the air, it's Shaw. He'll off one deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. The give to the right. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
And the ball is picked off. take it all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Wants to throw. It's off. Fires to the right. And they can't make the play on third down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field around midfield, going for it the wise move. They're bringing heat. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Line gets set, first down. He'll start this drive firing. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Offense gets set for second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Offense set on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He'll pull it down and run. At the 45 on his way. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. He's going to pass. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Eagles!
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UMass sure is making the flagship proud today. What a spectacular performance on the offensive side of the ball. They're up 14 over the Sharks. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's going to take off. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. And it's his fourth interception of the game. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
They'll immediately call timeout. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback or you can call him a running back. I mean, goodness gracious, he's dropping back to throw the football, but when he sees a hole, his eyes get big and he just explodes through it. Everybody's trying to catch him, trying to get to him, just chewing up yards so easily.
Defense had him backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the offense gets a little bit closer to the goal line after the penalty. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. Into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her flop.
Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Jacksonville for an entertaining first half than you? Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving core in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's head back to the guys at JSU Stadium.
And the Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. The give to the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw for it. Quick strike complete. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Oh, he gave him a dead leg. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. They're going to ride this running back. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Running back goes in motion. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. And the stomping has commenced.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now, Dan.
Makes the catch on the right side. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They'll throw it on first down. Now adjusting. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. They're trying to get to it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Love the 3rd down call. Throwing the angle route to your back, working one-on-one against that defender. Easy pitch and catch for the first.
Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Gamecocks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Run it with the fullback. Moving toward the end zone and fumble! Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying.
Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line.
3rd down and goal. I want the touchdown. Is it predictable? Do I know he's going under center? Do I know he's going to run a quarterback sneak? Yeah, but guess what? It's still so hard to stop. That's why you see it so much down here in the red zone, especially in situations like this in 3rd and goal when you need it. Touchdown for the offense.
To the air, it's Shaw. Pressure coming. Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try. And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Eastern Michigan has the lead. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Trying to pick it up on the ground. To the 43-yard line, and a 1st down for this offense. And the Eagles are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Flips it out in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense.
The give from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in place. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. 1st down here for the offense.
Here we go.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants to take the top off. He's got it on the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. To the air, it's Shaw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of the...
Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a second down play. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Eagles! And the beatdown has ensued. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll run it from the gun. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the back. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Eagles. And the pummeling has started. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Quarterback moving. He's going to run it. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there. And they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Second down coming up.
29 Philly.
Looking to throw, it's off. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation.